Good morning from Brussels.
Good morning from Brussels. It is day 2. Today the plan is to go on a day trip from the city of Brussels to nearby Antwerp and Ghent. It's nearby as well as not nearby because Antwerp is in the north of Belgium, but it's just a 38 to 40 minute ride from Brussels. It's gonna be a fascinating day, so stick around till the end of this video and enjoy. We are crossing the Brussels Canal again this morning, en route to the Brussels North railway station, from where we are going to take a train straight to Antwerp.
And we have a skating area as well.
Antwerp is a lively city situated in the northern area of Belgium within the Flanders region. It is recognized for its extensive history, cultural legacy, and as a key hub for the worldwide diamond market. Its origin dates back to the Roman eras, and throughout the different centuries it has evolved into one of Europe's key cities.
Book the tickets to go to Antwerp. Leaves at 9:03. Just before taking the train to Antwerp, some breakfast from a bakery. A sandwich and a gourmandise.
In the 16th century, Antwerp emerged as a bustling port city and a prominent hub for trade and finance globally, especially in the textiles. This city blends a rich historical backdrop with modern style catering to all, including history enthusiasts, art lovers, fashion lovers, and culinary adventurers.
We have reached Antwerp Central Railway Station, and what a grand looking station it is. Looks great. And guess what? It's still sunny out there.
Considered to be one of the most beautiful stations in Europe, maybe in the world too, and definitely not true, because the architecture is exquisite.
Constructed between 1895 and 1905, the electric design of this station combines elements of classical, Baroque, and new art styles, earning it the nickname Railway Cathedral. The iron and glass train hall of the station, originally 185 meters long and 44 meters high, covers an area of around 12,000 square meters. The vast dome above the waiting hall adds to its cathedral-like ambience. During the Second World War, the station suffered damage from the V2 rockets, leading to structural warping in the roof. Whether you are catching a train or simply admiring the architecture, the central station offers a memorable experience because of its blend of historical grandeur and modern amenities, making it a standout destination in Antwerp.
Apart from the waffles and the fries, Belgium has a fascination for diamonds also, especially Antwerp. It's the capital of fashion and diamond, and not kidding, a lot of diamond shops out here. Wherever you look around, diamonds. It's a hustling and bustling area around the station with a lot of diamond shops. He's there to inspect some.
It's really cold, but still sunny.
Yeah. So this part of the country, here the predominant language spoken is Dutch. So now we are going to rely more on English now. Yes. Let's see how it
City
goes.
of Diamonds.
Yeah. the architecture over here. Just wow. Extensive work going on in Antwerp and wow.
This is the Rubens Huis, a museum showcasing Rubens paintings and sculptures. Walking through Antwerp's cobbled streets feels like stepping into a living painting, with vibrant buildings, grand squares, charming alleyways that echo centuries of history. The city's rich blend of modern life and historical landmarks makes it a delight to explore, offering a unique walk with every turn we take. Tunnel Huis, the performing arts theatre of Antwerp. Dong 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 dong. On one of our strolls, we stumbled upon a delightful surprise, a cozy cat cafe nestled in a quiet corner. In front of us is the St. Charles Borromeo Church, which was built in the 1600s and is of Baroque architecture. The St. Borromeo Church in Antwerp stands as a testament to Baroque beauty. Its stunning architecture, intricately designed interiors, and impressive frescoes make it a must-see landmark, offering a peaceful retreat to visitors amidst the city's vibrant energy. Walking through Antwerp, we are surrounded by buildings that have stood for centuries. The city's architecture showcases a fascinating mix of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque styles, with facades that tell stories of a rich past. The Grand Place, a stunning central square, is the heart of Antwerp's history and is surrounded by ornate guild houses. We have reached the city center of Antwerp. It's called the Grote Markt. We feel as if we have stepped back in time over here. Incredible place.
Walking through the area around the Antwerp City Hall is like a stepping stone into a beautifully preserved postcard of Renaissance Europe, especially because of the area of Grote Market itself, the Brabo Fountain, different cafes, and beautiful church.
We have a nice view of Cathedral of Our Lady right next to the Grote Markt.
The Antwerp City Hall is a remarkable example of Flemish Renaissance architecture located on the Grote Markt in the heart of Antwerp. Constructed between 1561 and 1565, it was one of the first Renaissance-style town halls in the Low Countries. Right in the center of the square is the Brabo Fountain with a dramatic statue of the legendary Roman soldier Silvius Brabo tossing a giant hand, which is a cheeky nod to Antwerp's mythical origins. It's a very photogenic area and a classic meeting point for different group tours. Located in Antwerp, Cathedral of Our Lady is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It stands as the tallest church in that region with its spire reaching around 123 meters. The cathedral is open to visitors with the suggested donation for entry and serves as a place of worship. Inside the cathedral, there are 4 monumental paintings by Peter Paul Rubens, and the works are central to the cathedral's artistic heritage and are among the most significant one in Flemish Baroque art. Located just steps from the cathedral's entrance, the famous statue of Nello and Patrache is a white marble sculpture which has become a beloved landmark. This artwork depicts a boy and his dog sleeping under a cobblestone blanket, symbolizing the deep bond and loyalty between them. After seeing the touching monument, which not only commemorates the fictional tale but also resonates with themes of friendship and compassion, we strolled around the Maid district and explored the narrow side alleys like the Hoogstraat. These areas were lined with quaint shops selling handmade lace, chocolates, local crafts. There were also hidden cafes and brasseries with terraces, perfect for observing the people walking around.
And we came across a flea market. It's like people are grabbing things. Very interesting.
Really cool view from up here. We are going to take the Saint Anna Tunnel right next. So it's basically one of the oldest underpasses in Belgium and in Europe, and it has apparently a very unique wooden staircase. We are searching for it right now, just in order to cross the river. I don't know if it's a river or a canal. It's called Scheldt. Right next to where the flea market was, we have found an elevator which should take us to St. Anna Tunnel.
It's at 31 meters below the ground level. Auction at the flea market going on.
And the lift is here.
Opened on September 10th, 1933, the St. Anna Tunnel or the St. Anna's Tunnel was a groundbreaking engineering feat of its time. The tunnel stretches around 572 meters beneath the Scheldt River, connecting the historic center with the Linkeroever district. Constructed between 1931 and 1933, it was inaugurated by King Albert I.
And we are down.
It's a 1.3 kilometer long stretch of the tunnel. It's basically the width of the river, probably. It's called Saint Anna Tunnel.
That's the iconic wooden staircase where the work is still in progress. So right now we are
31 meters below sea level.
yes, and as you can see, people coming to this side, riding their bicycles. Interesting.
As you can see, the sun has completely disappeared. Umbrellas are out. It's raining again.
Yep. This is exactly what happens when you try to have plants on the walls, but then it's winter time, no leaves, and it's all dried up, and it looks zombie type. Game of Thrones vibes at Hedstein.
Considered Antwerp's oldest preserved building, Hedstein is a historic fortress turned modern visitor center, offering a unique blend of medieval architecture and contemporary storytelling. Built in the 13th century, Hedstein originally served as a defensive fortress guarding the Scheldt River. Over the centuries, it has functioned as a prison, as a museum, and even a theatre. In 2021, after extensive renovation, it reopened as a dynamic cultural hub, preserving its medieval charm while introducing modern elements like concrete extension and a panoramic rooftop terrace.
and the sun is out after some brief showers, but we are not going to take the shades out because we have no trust or belief in the weather. Right after the Hetstein fortress and very close to the port, there is the US Army Monument. Right next to the port, this is called the Namen Monument. So there are a lot of these small monuments over here. Walking along the river, it is worth stopping by over here to glance at this new Renaissance palace. Ship pilots used it long time ago. So this building is called Lodswiesen. Unfortunately, you can't go inside right now, but looks really classy. Antwerp is home to the second largest port in Europe. It's very busy as well.
Antwerp rose to power during the 14th to 16th centuries when it became the financial capital of Europe. Its port was central for trading different items, especially during the age of exploration. However, in the 17th century, after the fall of Antwerp, when the Scheldt River was closed by the Dutch, it came as a devastating economic blow to the country. After Belgian independence and the reopening of the river in 1863, Antwerp bounced back, growing into one of the world's largest ports. The 20th century brought containerization, massive dock expansion, and new locks. And so today the port of Antwerp is the second largest one in Europe.
In front of us is a Red Groin. This fascinating looking building, which looks like an architectural marvel, is basically called the Museum an der Strom, or the Maas. It's an incredible museum. If you have an entire day in Antwerp, then you can go inside this museum as well as enter the various churches. But since we are going to Ghent after this, it's just a half-day tour for us. We're not going to be entering today.
We continued our stroll through the Bonaparte Dock, which was constructed in the early 1800s. This area is now home to sleek yachts, home to different warehouses which are used as galleries, restaurants and lofts.
Yeah, start talking. And here we have men crawling on the walls. Yeah, walls
So-
of this building.
We had seen a couple of weeks ago babies crawling up a building in Berlin. So this one's not babies crawling up a tower, this one's men crawling up a tower. This monument right next to the Willem Dock is called the Antwerp Whisperer, so you can whisper into it.
Om wie dat je maar wilt.
And that's the A for Antwerp sign. From here we are going to walk to the Antwerp Central Station and then catch a train to go to Ghent. So it was a fascinating half-a-day tour,
Yeah.
day trip to Antwerp
From Brussels?
from Brussels,
Yeah.
and we have the sun still with us, so we're really happy.
While making our way to the station, Google Map redirected us to this Wolf Food Hall, which was located in a very old warehouse. This building was originally constructed to store bulk goods like grain, hops, sugar, but after a fire shortly after its opening, the interior was redesigned. Although the building remained in disuse for about 50 years, it underwent through a massive renovation and now houses both the Antwerp City Archives and the Wolf Food Hall, featuring over 10 street food kiosks and 3 bars. The food kiosks are constructed from recycled materials sourced from ships in the port of Antwerp and car headlights from the former General Motors factory.
When in Belgium, how do you know that this bus or any bus is not in service? When you see a cup sign and hot coffee maybe.
Norwegian Church, Den Norsk Kirk. Right before entering the Antwerp station to go to Ghent, we have come across a Chinese gate. It's basically a gateway to Chinatown. Literally over here, all the shops are Chinese.
সুন্দর লাগলো দেখতে।
It looks like we are in Asia, but really, we are still in Antwerp. This looks so out of place. We have done a takeaway of a falafel wrap and a chicken shawarma wrap from Capri Coffee to enjoy inside the train when we go to Ghent from here. So we still have 20 minutes before the train leaves. We are going to hop on the train to go to Ghent. So it's called Ghent, not Ghent. I don't know what it's called in Dutch. In French, it's called Ghent.
এটা falafel, এটা মনে হয় chicken.
Comfortable enough for a short ride with a little table, power outlet, food, and a view keeping us hooked, the city faded into the background as soon as the train glided out of the station. As we pulled out of Antwerp, it felt like an effortless European shift. When 1 minute we were surrounded by buzzing trams and cafes, and the next we are watching open fields and quaint red-roofed houses zipping by. The urban sprawl slowly fading into open fields, windmills, and little towns looking like they were painted right out onto this countryside.
And after an hour of train ride, we have finally reached Ghent, or Ghent in Dutch. Yes, Ghent is called Ghent in Dutch. We have learned that. Station looks beautiful as usual. We welcome you to Ghent, nestled in the heart of the Flanders region, right between Brussels and Bruges. This riverside gem sits at the confluence of the Ley and Scheldt rivers, which shaped its history as a powerful medieval trading city. Today, the city blends rich heritage with the lively modern spirit, making it one of Belgium's most fascinating cities to explore. From the Ghent St. Peter's train station, we are going to take tramline T3 to go into the city center. Ghent is lovingly called the Venice of the North. Its canals once carried the lifeblood of medieval trade, flowing through a city that thrived on craftsmanship and culture. Today, they reflect centuries of history and the city's quiet elegance, turning every stroll along the water into a step back in time. A approaching the center of Ghent, Jean. A 20-minute tram ride. And it's sunny again.
The lively city of Ghent definitely deserves a weekend visit. This city represents a unique, intriguing blend of culture filled with deep history and artistic flair and a modern urban atmosphere. Ghent is a relaxed city where anything is acceptable, a gateway on a human level.
In the quiet grandeur of St. Bavo's Cathedral Square in Ghent, time seems to pause, reminding us that while empires fade and centuries turn, beauty and faith leave their echoes in stone. Here, amidst cobblestones and spires, the soul is gently stirred to ponder what endures beyond the fleeting noise of life. In front of us is the belfry of Ghent, and right next to it is an interesting structure. It's called NP Ghent, which is basically a performing arts theatre, and in this square lies the giant St. Bavo's Cathedral.
St. Bavo's Cathedral is a stunning Gothic-style cathedral located in the heart of Ghent dedicated to St. Bavo. The construction of the cathedral began in the 13th century but was not completed until it was the 16th century. Apart from being a tourist attraction, it's an important place for worship and a symbol of the city's history and faith. It has been the center for religious life in Ghent for centuries and hosts regular services, events, and concerts. One of the most famous features of this cathedral is the Ghent altarpiece painted by the early artist of Netherlands, Jan van Eyck, in 1432. This masterpiece is a major highlight, renowned for its intricate details, rich symbolism, and vibrant colors. The cathedral is an impressive representation of Gothic architecture featuring towering columns, exquisite stained glass windows, and a magnificent nave. The inside is as remarkable as outside, featuring soaring spires, intricate vaults, and lavishly decorated chapels. It is also famous for its Baroque organ, which is regarded as one of the most beautiful ones in Belgium. It remains utilized today for religious ceremonies and performances, with its acoustics enhancing the cathedral's magnificence. The cathedral contains numerous holy relics and artifacts, including the container filled with the relics of Saint Bavo, after whom the cathedral is named.
Bouncing ground for the babies.
And this is a lamb.
Yeah.
Inside the St. Bavo Cathedral in Ghent, you have the Lamb of the God painting, and it was built by the brothers Hubert and Jan van Eyck. And this monument, called the Statue of the Van Eyck Brothers in Ghent, is built in honor of them. Oh, this is the monument Jan Frans Williams.
Up ahead.
Is the St. Nicholas Church. We are approaching it. The St. Nicholas Church is a Roman Catholic church as well as one of the oldest and most prominent landmarks in the city. Began in the early 13th century as a replacement for an earlier Romanesque church, the construction continued through the rest of the century in the local Gothic style. One of the treasures of the church is its organ, produced by the famous French organ builder Artiste Cavaille Coll. The building gradually deteriorated through the centuries to a degree that threatened its stability. Cracks were overlaid with plaster and windows were bricked up to reinforce the walls till the 18th century. But in the beginning of the 20th century, major restoration plans emerged, and that is what we see today, the restored and grand Roman Catholic Church of St. Nicholas. We are right now at the historic center market of Ghent called Corin Markt. Historic neighborhood with lots of Gothic style buildings, the amazing St. Nicholas Church, the St. Michael's Bridge, which we are gonna go to next. It's a wonderful experience to be over here today. Wonderful views from this stone arch bridge.
We just can't get enough of clicking photos and clicking videos of this place.
And there's the sun today. The St. Michael's Bridge, or the St. Michaelsbrug in Dutch, is not merely a passageway across the Lier River. It is an iconic landmark that has become synonymous with the city. This elegant stone arch bridge, completed between 1905 and 1909, is a masterpiece of Art Nouveau design, seamlessly blending functionality with artistic expression. This bridge was designed by the architect Louis Cloquet, is both a functional marvel and a symbol of artistic elegance. Replacing an older swing bridge, it was constructed to provide a more permanent and grandiose structure capable of withstanding the demands of modern transportation while elevating the city's aesthetic appeal. And we know for sure the views from this bridge across are magnificent.
The medieval fortress located right in the city center of Ghent, called the Gravenstein or the Castle of the Counts, offers a fascinating glimpse into the past. Dating back to the 12th century, it was the residence of the Counts of Flanders. One can explore the medieval dungeons, towers and walls, and also a museum showcasing medieval weapons and armor. However, one of the best things to see from this castle is climbing to the top for the fantastic views of the city.
Amazing moat in front of the Gravenstein 10th century castle. Gigantic. We are now crossing this canal using the Hoofdbrug bridge. Gravenstein.
I know.
Just a stone's throw from the mighty Gravenstein Castle lies Ghent's Old Fish Market, once the bustling hub of local trade, now a charming square surrounded by striking Baroque architecture, cozy cafes, echoes of the city's medieval past. It's where history meets everyday life. The Fish Market Square isn't just a beautiful historic spot, it's also home to Ghent's main tourist information center. So if you're just arriving or need help planning your day, this is the perfect place to stop by, grab a map, or get local tips before diving into the city.
Wow.
Someone's private art gallery. From Gothic facades to riverside cafes, the city invites you to slow down and simply take it all in. It's amazing how every square in this city feels like a blend of living history and relaxed everyday life. A street of graffiti, Graffiti Street, the center of Ghent. People sometimes say that you can recognize a vibrant city by its street art. Ghent is a hip and free-thinking cultural city where everyone is welcome and free to do their thing. This street is a public canvas for young street artists. In this graffiti street, street artists create striking spray can art to their heart's content. This means that this tiny alley in Ghent never looks the same from one week to the next.
Town Hall of
Jean.
Ghent.
Ghent, Jean. This building is called Gerald de Duvenstein. Used to be a Gothic style protector of the city's port. We are right on top of the Reap Canal. This terminates at the Portus Gandale.
So this is the main port area of this city.
Portus Ganta. And that is hotel. A hotel on a boat.
Ah, I see.
We already had an amazing time walking in this vibrant city of Jean or Ghent. And by the time we reached the St. Bavo's Abbey, the interior section was already closed off for public. But we enjoyed ourselves walking in the outer part. It was pretty picturesque. We walked across this garden towards the railway station of Jean again. After what it seems to be like forever of a train ride, actually there was a train strike today, we finally managed to reach Brussels. We rushed to an Asian restaurant where we're gonna enjoy some nice noodles and chicken for dinner.
Camon laksa.
The food is exquisite. It is very close to the Thai or Chinese food that we get in Asia. Lots of veggies, chicken, the sauce. It's very good. The portion size for the price is very generous. Lots of noodles, lots of rice, lots of chicken. We are extremely full again today, just like yesterday. So good night and see you tomorrow.